You know him from the comedy stage, blockbuster movies, and hosting gigs. But have you ever wondered how Bruce lives when the spotlight fades? From humble beginnings to laughing all the way to the bank, Bruce has turned his comedic gold into a fortune, building a $3.5 million net worth and a lifestyle full of flavor, fun, and flash. But behind the punchlines is a man of family, passion, and surprising luxury. Join us as we take you inside Bruce's mansion. Meet the woman who stole his heart, his beloved children, and the hobbies that keep him grounded. From his love of food and classic cars to the legacy he's building far beyond the stage, this is the real Bruce, like you've never seen him before. Bruce's net worth. How the king of comedy built his $3.5 million fortune. When it comes to making people laugh and getting paid handsomely for it, few have done it with as much charm, longevity, and flair as Bruce. As of 2025, the beloved comedian has amassed an estimated net worth of $3.5 million, according to Rachel Paris. But this journey didn't come easy. It was built on pure talent, tireless hustle, and a whole lot of punchlines, from barbecue pits to big stages. Born and raised in the tough Bluff neighborhood of Northwest Atlanta, Bruce didn't grow up with silver spoons or Hollywood dreams. He was the only child of a single mother and got his early laughs as the class clown, inspired by legends like Flip Wilson, Jackie Gleason, and later Richard Pryor and Red Fox. His larger-than-life personality took root early, and it eventually became his greatest asset. Before comedy, Bruce worked as a barbecue chef and later sold chips for Frito-Lay, where he was actually encouraged to tell jokes at corporate events. That's where the shift began. He took those routines to Atlanta's Comedy Act Theater, and by 1989, moved to Los Angeles to chase the comedy grind full-time. Def Comedy Jam and early TV success. Bruce got his first national spotlight in 1993 on HBO's Def Comedy Jam, a pivotal break that introduced his infectious humor and dynamic stage presence to audiences around the country. A year later, he made his debut on Showtime at the Apollo, solidifying his reputation in the urban comedy scene. By the early 2000s, Bruce had landed one of his most lucrative gigs, hosting BET's Comic View from 2000 to 2002. While exact salaries aren't public, industry estimates suggest he likely earned between $10,000 to $20,000 per episode, appearing across dozens of shows during that time. He returned in 2004 to host Coming to the Stage, further growing his bank account and his brand, from stand-up to the silver screen. Bruce didn't stop at comedy clubs and TV sets. He brought his big laughs to the big screen. In 2001, he appeared as Dwayne, the lovable security guard in The Wash, alongside Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. While his role was supporting, the film grossed over $10 million at the box office, and Bruce reportedly earned around $100,000 for his part. Then came Hair Show in 2004, Cloud 9 in 2006, and a memorable role in Think Like a Man in 2012, which grossed over $96 million worldwide. For his cameo as Chubby Man, Bruce earned an estimated $75,000. Not bad for a few minutes of screen time. He also played standout roles in Idlewild, Who's Your Caddy, and Top 5, maintaining a steady flow of film paychecks in the low six-figure range. Comedy specials, tours, and brand building. Bruce also cashed in on stand-up specials. His 2003 special, Bruce Live, and 2011's Losin' It, both aired on major platforms and are still in rotation online. Between licensing fees, streaming residuals, and live performance bonuses, these projects are believed to have earned him $250,000 to $500,000 collectively. He also tours relentlessly, packing out comedy clubs and theaters across the country. A standard headlining gig brings in anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 per show, depending on venue size and city. With dozens of appearances each year, touring alone has likely brought in over $1.5 million across his career. More than just money, style and influence. Bruce is known not just for his jokes, but also for his bold style. Vibrant suits, many designed by himself, and an unmistakable stage persona. Even at 6 feet tall and once nearly 500 pounds, he turned his size into a signature, not a setback. He shed over 100 pounds but kept the confidence and charisma that made him a crowd favorite. Beyond earnings, Bruce has left a legacy of clean, observational comedy that resonates across generations. While he touches on adult themes, his relatively profanity-free act has helped him appeal to both mainstream and family-oriented audiences, a niche that continues to pay well. From selling chips to selling out theaters, Bruce has earned every penny of his $3.5 million fortune. It's not just about money. It's about building a name, a brand, and a legacy through the power of laughter. Bruce's real estate, from the Bluff to the lap of luxury. Bruce may have grown up in one of Atlanta's toughest neighborhoods, the Bluff, but his rise through comedy has taken him far beyond those modest roots. Today, the comedian enjoys the fruits of his labor in the form of stylish real estate and high-end living. Atlanta roots, Southern pride. Despite his national fame, Bruce has remained loyal to his Southern roots. Tucked away in the Atlanta suburbs, he owns a sprawling, custom-built property that's become both a sanctuary and a stage for his larger-than-life personality. Real estate insiders estimate the home to be worth between $800,000 and $1.2 million, and it shows in every detail. Friends say the moment you walk through the doors, it feels like Bruce himself is welcoming you in. Walls painted in bold, warm colors, furniture that's plush and oversized, and the unmistakable scent of something cooking in the kitchen. That kitchen, by the way, is a chef's dream. Roomy, high-end, and built for someone who once made a living behind a barbecue pit. It's where Bruce still fires up the grill when company comes over, joking as much as he's seasoning. Further inside, there's a media room where he screens comedy specials, not just to laugh, but to study the craft like a master at work. His home is full of laughter, music, and the kind of comfort that only comes from a man who worked hard to earn every inch of it. And outside? A wide, shaded patio becomes the heart of the party when the sun sets, complete with a custom-built grill setup and twinkling lights that set the mood just right. While Bruce may not flaunt a Hollywood mansion, his property reflects success, comfort, and intention. And beyond his main residence, it's rumored he's invested in a few rental properties across the Southeast, quietly turning comedy money into long-term wealth. With a net worth of $3.5 million, Bruce has managed to live large and think smart. Bruce's car collection. When it comes to style, Bruce doesn't just make statements on stage, he makes them on the road, too. Known for his brightly colored suits and larger-than-life persona, the comedian has assembled a car collection that perfectly mirrors his flair, taste, and Southern swagger. But unlike over-the-top celebrity garages overflowing with supercars, Bruce's collection strikes a balance between luxury, comfort, and custom appeal, just like the man himself. One of the crown jewels in his collection is his Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that commands attention without saying a word. Priced at around $340,000, this ultra-luxury ride is often seen as a reward for those who've made it. With hand-stitched leather interiors, a whisper-quiet cabin, and an unmistakable front grille, it's not just a car, it's a symbol of success. Bruce has been spotted pulling up to events in this sleek machine, turning heads before he even steps on stage. Not far behind in both flash and finesse is his custom Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, valued at $90,000 with all the upgrades he's added. Finished in a bold metallic color with blacked-out rims, this muscle car reflects Bruce's Atlanta roots and his unapologetically bold presence. The engine roars with over 700 horsepower, just like his comedy, loud, powerful, and impossible to ignore. For everyday driving, Bruce prefers comfort with a touch of flash. His Cadillac Escalade, worth about $100,000, offers luxury SUV vibes with room to stretch out. Outfitted with custom features like a mini fridge, entertainment screens, and plush interiors, it's a favorite for road gigs and family outings. And let's not forget his throwback love, a fully restored 1972 Chevrolet Impala convertible estimated at $60,000. This classic ride, painted in candy apple red and fitted with vintage chrome rims, is more than just a car. It's nostalgia on wheels, often used for weekend cruising and fan meetups in Atlanta. Inside his watches, jewelry, and iconic wardrobe. Bruce has never been one to blend in. Whether he's lighting up a comedy stage or stepping out at a red carpet event, his signature style always steals the show. The Atlanta-born comedian has turned his love for fashion and accessories into a personal trademark, one that's just as recognizable as his booming voice and infectious laugh. His wardrobe, colorful, his jewelry, flashy, his watches, impeccable. But what sets Bruce apart isn't just that he wears luxury, it's how he wears it. With a net worth of around $3.5 million, Bruce doesn't chase trends or overindulge in excessive labels. Instead, he curates every piece to match his energy. Bold, original, and distinctly Southern. The watches. Bruce may crack jokes for a living, but when it comes to his watches, he's dead serious. His collection includes a Rolex Day-Date in yellow gold, estimated at $40,000, a timeless statement of success. It's not uncommon to catch a glint of that fluted bezel peeking out from the sleeve of a custom suit mid-set. He also sports a Hublot Big Bang chronograph, valued at around $25,000, chosen for its chunky design and modern flair. It fits perfectly with his larger-than-life persona and adds edge to his more contemporary looks. For casual days, he's often seen in his Cartier Santos, priced near $8,000, which offers understated elegance for everyday wear. Jewelry. Bruce's jewelry game is loud, but never tacky. You'll spot him wearing thick Cuban link chains, custom nameplate pieces, and diamond-encrusted rings, all of which reflect his love for showmanship and shine. One of his standout pieces is a custom diamond cross pendant, estimated at $15,000, which he often wears for both style and sentiment. He's also known to commission local jewelers in Atlanta for custom sets, keeping his drip both authentic and close to home. His ear studs, frequently diamonds, are always on display, and when he hits the stage or makes a TV appearance, you can bet they're sparkling under the lights. All in all, his jewelry collection is likely valued at over $100,000, carefully spread out across showpieces rather than over-the-top vaults. The clothes. Clothes have always been a big part of Bruce's identity. His signature look, brightly colored, tailored suits in electric blues, purples, greens, and reds, is part fashion statement, part calling card. He once said that some of his suits were custom-designed and even self-designed. Many of them are handmade by local tailors or high-end menswear designers, with costs ranging anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 per suit. He often pairs his suits with gator or snakeskin shoes, sometimes matching them perfectly to his outfits, adding another $800 to $2,200 per look. And don't forget the accessories. Patterned pocket squares, monogrammed cufflinks, and silk ties round out his ensemble. Bruce gives back, the comedian with a big heart for his community. Behind the laughs, the flashy suits, and the high-end lifestyle, Bruce has never forgotten where he came from. Raised in the Bluff neighborhood of Northwest Atlanta, a place long associated with poverty, crime, and hardship, Bruce's rise to fame has been matched by a powerful sense of responsibility to lift others as he climbs. Known for his booming presence on stage, Bruce also makes a quiet but meaningful impact off stage through charitable giving, community outreach, and mentorship. While he's not one to publicize every act of kindness, those close to him know that he's long been committed to helping youth, families in need, and communities facing the same struggles he once did. Bruce has been a consistent supporter of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Atlanta, where he's donated both his time and funds. According to local reports, he contributed an estimated $50,000 over the years to support after-school programs, college readiness workshops, and athletic initiatives for at-risk youth. He's also appeared as a surprise guest at various club events, sharing his story with teens and encouraging them to stay in school, believe in themselves, and use humor as a tool for healing and confidence. As a former barbecue chef and food lover, Bruce has a special place in his heart for food-based outreach. He partners annually with Atlanta Community Food Bank, where he has participated in holiday food drives and personally helped deliver meals to underprivileged families during Thanksgiving and Christmas. In 2022, he reportedly donated $20,000 to expand a mobile food pantry program that serves underserved neighborhoods on Atlanta's West Side, places very much like the one he grew up in. Bruce also privately funds a small scholarship program through his alma mater high school in Atlanta, giving $1,000 to $2,000 stipends each year to students pursuing careers in the arts, comedy, or culinary fields. While these contributions may not grab national headlines, they've changed lives on a local level, giving young people the financial lift they need to chase their dreams. Bruce's personal life, Behind the Laughter, a story of love, loss, and legacy. Behind the booming laughter, the brightly colored suits, and the sold-out shows, Bruce's personal life tells a quieter, more intimate story, one filled with love, heartbreak, fatherhood, and a deep-rooted passion for life beyond the spotlight. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, Bruce, real name Bruce Church, grew up in a tough neighborhood known as the Bluff. Raised by a single mother after his parents divorced, Bruce understood early on the complexities of family and resilience. That understanding shaped not only his comedy, but also the relationships that would define his life. In the late 1970s, long before the comedy specials and TV appearances, Bruce met the woman who would become his wife. They were both young, grounded in Southern values, and trying to build something lasting. Their love story wasn't born in Hollywood glamour or limelight, but in the humble realities of everyday Southern life, church picnics, neighborhood barbecues, and long conversations about dreams bigger than their surroundings. The couple married in the late 70s and were together for a decade. During those years, Bruce worked as a barbecue chef and later a Frito-Lay salesman. But even then, the comedy bug was growing. It was during these foundational years that Bruce began performing routines at corporate meetings, using humor to connect with people, a talent his wife both supported and encouraged. Unfortunately, the pressures of early career struggles and personal differences began to weigh on the marriage. In 1989, after 10 years together, Bruce and his wife divorced. The separation wasn't marked by public scandal, but it left a lasting impression on Bruce, who has spoken candidly about the emotional toll it took on him. Despite their parting, Bruce always prioritized one thing above all: his children. Bruce is the proud father of 3 children, 1 daughter and 2 sons, whom he's kept largely out of the public eye. While he hasn't shared many personal details about them in interviews, it's clear that fatherhood has been one of the most grounding forces in his life. In multiple appearances, Bruce has reflected on the importance of being a present father, especially growing up without one himself. Today, his children are adults, and though Bruce maintains a level of privacy about their lives, sources close to the comedian say he's still closely involved with them. He often mentions them in interviews with warmth and humor, describing them as smart, funny, and the real bosses of the family. Outside of comedy and family, Bruce has cultivated a rich life full of personal passions. One of his favorite hobbies is collecting vintage Buick muscle cars, a nod to his love for classic American style. From his signature Roadmaster to rare Grand Nationals, Bruce's garage is a reflection of his flair, bold, powerful, and undeniably cool. Though he divides his time between Los Angeles and Atlanta, Bruce has never strayed far from his roots. Atlanta, with all its grit, soul, and flavor, remains his emotional home. And even after decades in showbiz, he still thrives on the everyday, grilling in the backyard, talking smack with old friends, and laughing over stories that may never make it to the stage. Personal insights and health journey. But not all of Bruce's battles have been emotional or professional. One of the most public and personal has been his ongoing journey with weight and health. For years, Bruce's size was part of his stage persona, something fans laughed with and not at. But privately, he struggled. At one point, he weighed nearly 500 pounds. It wasn't just about appearance, it was about survival. Bruce has been candid about his efforts to regain control over his health. Through dietary changes, portion control, and staying active despite his hectic tour schedule, he managed to shed over 100 pounds, bringing his weight down to about 350 pounds. More importantly, he spoke openly about the emotional side of that journey, the temptation to revert, the pressure of public scrutiny, and the mental toll of staying healthy on the road. His honesty on this topic has resonated deeply with fans. Many look to Bruce not just as a source of laughter, but as an inspiration, someone who faces real-life challenges with the same authenticity he brings to the stage. "You can't laugh if you're not living," he once said, "and you can't live if you don't take care of yourself." In 2005, Bruce chronicled much of this personal evolution in his autobiography, Baby James Brown. The book is more than a memoir. It's a mirror of a life lived out loud and in full color, with all its bumps, bruises, and belly laughs. Bruce. Bruce legacy and influence, a comedic trailblazer. Bruce broke through not by imitating anyone else, but by fully embracing who he was, funny, sharp, observant, and deeply rooted in Southern life. His storytelling style, rooted in observational humor and personal experience, has drawn comparisons to legends like Red Fox and Richard Pryor, while remaining distinctly his own. What set Bruce apart early on was his ability to elevate everyday situations, family gatherings, grocery store mishaps, awkward social interactions, into moments of pure comedy gold. He didn't need controversial headlines or political rants. He found humor in the shared experiences that unite us all. His delivery was always larger than life, but his subjects were surprisingly intimate. This rare gift helped Bruce build a wide-ranging fan base that spans age, race, and geography. Through his numerous TV appearances, from Def Comedy Jam and Comic View to Comedy Central Presence, Bruce didn't just entertain, he opened doors. For many young black comedians coming up in the late 90s and 2000s, seeing Bruce succeed meant knowing it was possible to do comedy your way, with dignity, charisma, and a full embrace of cultural identity. Even now, Bruce tours extensively, selling out venues across the country and performing for global audiences. His shows are more than just comedy. They're communal experiences, full of heart, rhythm, and that signature Southern charm. Fans don't just leave his shows smiling, they leave feeling seen. Bruce's net worth of $3.5 million in 2025 stands as a testament not only to his business savvy, but to his lasting power in an ever-changing industry. He has monetized laughter without ever diluting his voice, and in doing so, he's built a brand that thrives on honesty, relatability, and joy. But what do you think about Bruce's incredible rise from the streets of Atlanta to living large in luxury? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exclusive content like this. More laughs and more behind-the-scenes secrets are just a click away. Until next time.